Which answer choice below is equivalent to 3 divided by 4? We know this is not it because this is 4 divided by 3. This is 4 divided by 3. This is 3 times 4. This is 3 divided by 4. Remember, when you're changing fractions into decimals, you can do 3 in the house and 4 on the outside. So D is her choice. Prime factorization of 75. I can automatically mark this out because 25 is not prime. 25 times 3, I am going to circle 3 because 3 is prime, and I'm going to break down 25. 5 times 5. So this is 3 times 5 times 5 is 5 squared. So my answer is C. Ms. Smith gave her students a list of numbers to show below. Which numbers is less than negative 5.58? So negative 0.58. Remember, when you're going this way, you're going smaller. This way, big. And we want less than 5.8. So I know 0.28 is going to go somewhere in here. So that is not smaller. So I'm going to cross all of them out that has this. And that leaves me only with A. Which answer choices list the order from coldest to warmest? So I'm going to draw my number line. 0 degrees. 9 degrees is Denver. 2 degrees is Albany. -6 is Anchorage. Minneapolis is -10.5, and then Milwaukee was 0. I'm going to start from here and go this way because it is the coldest. So Minneapolis should be first. So Milwaukee, wait no, 1 second. Yes, Minneapolis should be first. So now Anchorage is next. Milwaukee is next. And then Albany. So Denver is not it. So my answer is C. I'm going to put all of these into decimal format. This is 1.75%. 2%, 1.6, because I know 2 divided by 3 is going to be a 6 repeating. 2/5 is 2 divided by 5, which is 1.4. So this is 0.4, so this is 1.4. I want the least to greatest. Ones are the smallest, so I'll go next door. 7, 6, 4. So 1 2/5 is my smallest, so I can mark those out. Then it should be 1 6, which is 2/3. So my answer is B. What percent are white? So I'm going to count all the total stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 that are white. I can divide both of these by 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 15 divided by 3 is 5. I want percent. Percent is always out of 100. How does 25 go to 100? Times 20 times 20. 3 times 20 is 60, so this is 60%. It's not equivalent. So I'm going to go ahead and combine my numbers, and I get 6. I combine 2y and y, I get 3y. So this is 1. This is 3y plus 6, so that's 1. If I distribute my y, I get 3y. 3 times 2 is 6, so this is 1. So my only answer is not, is D. Here's another not. Remember, 2 to the 5th power, 2 to the 3rd power is 2/5. 2/5 to the 3rd power is 2/5 times 2/5 times 2/5. And so that is 1. This is 3x equals 3x. That is 1. I'm not sure about this one. Let's go to this one. 3n plus 2. 3n plus 6. Those are equal. And we want a not, so it must be C. Remember, expression has no equal sign. So it's not an expression. Here's an equal sign, so this is not an expression. During a tennis match, Alice got 4/5 of her serves in. She serves a total of 75 times. How many of her serves did she get in? 4/5. 75. How does 5 go to 75? Times 15 times 15. 4 times 15. She got 60 of her serves in. Describes an equation. An equation has an equal sign. No equal sign, no equal sign. X is, meaning equal, 10 times greater than y. So my answer is B. 6 out of 10 people reported they like coffee. What is this as a percentage? Times 10 times 10, 60%. Negative 1/3. Remember, rational numbers is most numbers. Integers. Positive and negative. No decimals, no fractions. Same thing with whole numbers. No decimals, no fractions. This is a rational number. This represents x, 2x, and then I have 3. This is not 2x equals 3. So this is 2x plus 3. A. This question was on your last test. When you are buying something, you're buying shipping plus the cost of the shoes equals the total. This is any time. My shipping here was $5.50. We do not know the cost of the shoes, but we do know the total was $60.75. So the answer is A. This is not represented on the line. So we want to know what dots are on the line. Go over 4 and up 3. 0, 0. Negative 4, so we go over negative 4, down negative 3. And then over 3, 4, 3, 4, and up 4. So the one that's not on the line is D. When you're solving questions like this, you need to put them all in the same format. 0.05, 1/10. With decimals, I just move it over 2 times. So decimal 0.3, 1/9. 1 divided by 9. So this is going to be a repeating 1. We want the greatest. It looks like my greatest is going to be 1/9. So this one's out, this one is out. The next one is going to be 1/10. So this one is out, and that leaves me with B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 equals 4x. And they told you this. When you are dividing, divide by 4, divide by 4. This is inverse operation of multiplication is division. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So x equals 2. Charlie used 30% of his savings to buy a video game. If he had $100 in his savings, how much did he have left? 30% of 100 is $30. 100 minus 30 is 70. He had 70 left. And negative 5 equals 2x. This is division. Divide by 2, divide by 2. 5 divided by 2. 5 divided by 2. I am solving 5 divided by 2. 2 will go into 5 2 times. 2 times 2 is 4. At 5 minus 4 is 1. Add a decimal on. Add a 0 on. Bring the 0 down. Bring this decimal up. 2 will go into 10 5 times. Remember, we have a negative, so this was negative. Negative 2.5. Not 2, not positive 2.5, not positive 2.5. So my answer is negative 2.5. Remember, when you're dividing, you multiply the inverse, or the reciprocal. So this would be 3/8 times 5/4. 3 times 5 is 15. 8 times 4 is 32. So this is not it. When we divide, we did this. So this is a choice. This is exactly the same. So this is a choice. This is not, because it's 32 over 15. So it should be 2 and 3. The answer is A. Shay purchased 2 new movies to add to her collection. Which expression below to represent the movies Shay has? Her collection plus 2 movies. B. Not equivalent to 4x, 4 and x plus 3. 4x plus 4 times 3 is 12. So this is 1. This is 4x plus 12. So this is 1. This is 4x, and 4 times 3 is 12. So this is 1. This is 4x plus 4 plus 3, which is 7. So my answer is D. Joey is 1/8. Gretchen is 0.49. Miguel is 33%. And Sophia's was 3/7. If I do 1 divided by 8 to put these all into decimals, I'm going to get decimal 125. Here's decimal 49. This one will do decimal 33. And then 3/7. 3 divided by 7. Four times 7 is 28. 2, add a 0, bring it down. 7 will go into 20 2 times. This is 14, 6. So far it's going to be 4, 2. I don't need to go any farther. Least to greatest. The smallest one here is going to be Joey, because if I line my decimals up, 0.125, 0.49, 0.33, 0.42. Joey is the smallest, so that takes this one out. Then it's going to be Miguel. So that takes Sophia out. Then it should be Sophia. And that takes Gretchen out. So my answer is A. Gilmore modeled the expression using algebra tiles as shown below. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4x. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus 6. This is 4x. This is 6. This is 4x, and this is 6. So my answer is A. This is something we haven't talked about, but is really simple. X plus 2 less than or equal to 3. You're going to solve it the same way. Subtract 2 on this side, subtract 2 on this side. My 0 pairs. 3 plus a negative 2 is a 1. 2x greater than or equal to 3. I'm going to divide by 2 on both sides. 3 divided by 2 . Add a decimal, add a 0, bring the decimal up, bring this down. 2 will go into 10 5 times. So this will be 1.5. So I know my x is not on 1.5 here. So this cannot be it. Because 2x less than or equal to 3. And if it was 1 point, my answer would be on 1.5 here. But it's on 1. So this could be it. Let's look at this next one. 3 plus x greater than 0. Minus 3. Minus 3. Sorry, y'all can't see. This is my 0 pairs. X. Negative 3. This is not on negative 3. So this is not it. 6 minus x. 10. Add 6 here. Add 6 here. 16. I added 6 on both sides. 16. This is not showing 16. So this is not it. But you can check. Is 0 less than or equal to 1? Yes. So my answer is A. They had 16 out of 20 correct. If it was 100%, times 5, times 5, 16 times 5 is an 80. Remember, when you were dividing, 2/3 times 8 over 1. These are equal. These mean the same thing. You multiply the reciprocal. So the answer should be D, because it's not greater than or less than, and it has to be equal to. This is -5, -5, -5. You have 3 groups. 3 groups of -5. Answer is A. One-fifth is a rational number. My answer has to be 3. If it is this, it is going to be an open circle. If it's this, an open circle. If it has a line under it, it is going to be a closed circle. So the answer to this has to be C, I believe. I believe that's a closed circle. Let's check those. X plus 1, 4. Subtract 1, subtract 1. X, 3. (2x) -3. I divide by 2, divide by 2. So x is 3 divided by 2. (1.5). Well, I know that's not on 1.5, so that can't be it. X plus 3, 1. Minus 3, minus 3. My 0 pairs. -2. This is not on -2, is it? So this must be an open circle. And this is a divide. This other one is a divide. So this is out because that's going to be 2. or 1/3, so this is A is the answer. -4 here, 3.5 and -2 here, 4 and -4 here, so the only one that's left is Q. So I'm going to solve each one of these. I believe this is the same as this one, so we just solved it. Which equation represents the equation? Remember, equation has a equal sign. This has an equal sign, so it is D. This was the one like was on your test. 2x equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Divide by 2, divide by 2, x equals 3. I'm going to put it back in there. Does 2 times 3 equal 6? Yes. So I know it's not these. So the answer is C. Add 3 here. Add 3 on this side. X equals 4.5. Seventh period. You will have your exam tomorrow. Sixth period, you have your exam today.